You are not here by coincidence, not watching this video, not at this very moment. Something far greater than you and far greater than me has aligned events with surgical precision to bring you right here, right now. And the fact that you're still listening, that you haven't clicked away, it means one thing. You've already crossed a line that most people never even notice exists. Most people live their lives inside reality as if it's something that just happens to them. They react to things. They adapt to circumstances. They survive the day-to-day. But there is another mode of existence, a state where you stop reacting and you start shaping. This is what we call creator mode. It doesn't mean you control everything. Far from it. What it means is that you stop seeing yourself as a victim of your circumstances. From this moment forward, the old rules no longer apply to you. You are no longer defined by your limitations. You are no longer pushed around by unconscious forces you don't understand. You are no longer asleep inside beliefs that you simply inherited from others. This shift in perspective is subtle, but it's irreversible. So, what does being chosen really mean? It doesn't mean you're special in the ego sense, like you've won some kind of cosmic lottery. It means you're ready. Ready to see reality in a completely different way. Ready to carry responsibility instead of blame. Ready to stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, how can I use this? For centuries, different cultures have described this awakening in their own languages, using their own metaphors, but the essence has always been the same. At some point, the individual realizes they are not separate from the force that moves life itself. Think about it. Reality isn't just static matter. It's movement, it's flow, it's pure energy. The very same force that moves the stars across the night sky, that pulls the ocean's tides, that turns the seasons, that moves time itself. That same force is moving through you right now. You're not just some spectator observing life from the outside, sitting on the sidelines. You are actively participating in its creation. The only question is whether you do it consciously, with intention, or unconsciously, on autopilot. Now, if you're feeling a bit of tension right now, maybe some anxiety or uncertainty bubbling up, that's completely normal. In fact, it's a good sign, because deep down you know this truth. Once you fully accept creator mode, there's no going back. You can no longer hide behind excuses. You can no longer pretend that you're powerless. You can no longer wait for someone else to give you permission to live your life. And that idea, that level of freedom and responsibility, absolutely scares the old identity you've been living with. That old part of you thrives on limitation and predictability. This brings us to your first responsibility. Creator mode isn't a gift you just receive. It is a responsibility you accept. From now on, you are responsible for your perception, how you choose to see the world. You are responsible for your focus, what you decide to give your energy and attention to. You are responsible for your reactions, how you respond to the things that happen. Panned, you are responsible for your direction, where you steer your life. The universe doesn't punish or reward you. It's not a judge. It simply reflects. It mirrors back to you the energy, the focus, the state of being that you put out. And now you're beginning to learn how that reflection truly works. This isn't just some feel-good philosophy. It's a fundamental shift in how you operate in the world. When you're in reactive mode, the world happens to you. A problem appears, and you feel like a victim. An opportunity passes you by, and you feel unlucky. Someone says something negative, and it ruins your day. In this mode, you are a pinball, bounced around by external forces. But in creator mode, you become the one holding the paddle. You see the problem not as a roadblock, but as a puzzle to be solved, a challenge that will make you stronger. You see the missed opportunity not as a loss, but as a lesson in timing and preparation for the next one. You hear the negative comment not as a personal attack, but as a reflection of the other person's reality, which you don't have to accept as your own. You start to realize that your inner world creates your outer experience. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotional state, they are the lens through which you experience everything. If your lens is smudged with doubt and fear, the whole world will look grim and threatening. But if you clean that lens, if you polish it with intention and awareness, you start to see the possibilities, the beauty, the connections that were there all along. This is the power you've always had, but perhaps never knew how to use. Embracing this doesn't mean life will suddenly be perfect. You will still face challenges. You will still experience pain and setbacks. The difference is how you meet them. You meet them not as a helpless victim, but as a conscious creator who knows that every single experience, good or bad, contains a seed of growth. You are no longer just a character in a story written by someone else. You are picking up the pen. You are beginning to co-author your own story, in partnership with the universe itself. The journey into creator mode is the most profound adventure you will ever take. It's a journey inward, to the very core of your being. It's about remembering who you truly are, beneath all the layers of conditioning and societal programming. It's not about becoming someone new. It's about becoming more of who you already are. So take a deep breath. Feel that energy moving through you. Acknowledge the fear, but don't let it drive. Acknowledge the responsibility and feel the power that comes with it. You weren't chosen by accident. You were chosen because you are ready. Your journey as a conscious creator starts now. Thank you for being here and for listening. If this resonated with you, stick around, because we're just getting started. Be sure to follow and subscribe for more. Have you ever felt like you're just a passenger in your own life, constantly reacting to things that happen to you? You ask, why is this happening to me? Why can't I catch a break? What if I told you there's a fundamental shift you can make? A change in perspective so powerful that it feels like reality itself starts to reorganize around you. The moment you stop asking why life is happening to you and start asking how you can shape it. This is the moment everything begins to change. Most people walk through life looking at the world through a thick, fogged-up lens. Through this lens, they see obstacles everywhere. They see their own limits. They see all the reasons why something won't work out. It's a defensive, reactive way to live. But there's another way. I call it creator mode. When you switch into this mode, the fog disappears. Your perception, which is the interface between you and reality, becomes crystal clear. Suddenly, the very same event that one person sees as a problem, you might see as an incredible opportunity. Another person might see it as fuel for their personal growth. Notice that nothing on the outside has changed. The event is the same. The circumstances are the same. But everything on the inside, your internal state, has been completely transformed. Let's break down what this looks like in practice. When you're in reaction mode, your emotions control your decisions. You get an angry email, you fire back an angry response. The stock market dips, you panic and sell. Fear dictates your timing. You want to start a business, but you're afraid of failing. So you wait for the perfect time that never comes. Uncertainty completely freezes you. You don't know what the next step is, so you do nothing at all. This is a state of powerlessness. Now, let's look at creator mode. In this state, your emotions are no longer your masters. They become valuable information. Buy that feeling of anger. It's a signal that a boundary has been crossed. That feeling of anxiety. It's information that you're focusing on a future you can't control. Fear undergoes a similar transformation. It's no longer a stop sign. It becomes a compass. The thing you're most afraid of is often the very thing you need to do to grow. Fear becomes a signal that you're at the edge of your comfort zone, which is exactly where expansion happens, and uncertainty. It stops being a void to be feared and becomes a creative space, a blank canvas. It's the field of all possibilities where you can invent your next move. In creator mode, you stop waiting for the universe to give you permission to act. You stop looking for external signs that it's okay to move forward. You start acting as if cooperation with the universe is already established. Because here's the secret. It is. This is the point where things start to feel a little bit strange, almost magical. When you start operating from this place of intentional action, you'll begin to notice moments of precise, uncanny alignment. You'll be thinking about a problem, and suddenly the right person calls you with the solution. You'll commit to a new path, and an article with the exact information you need will appear in your feed. The right opportunity opens up at just the right moment, seemingly by pure chance. But this isn't magic, and it isn't just a coincidence. This is synchronization. Synchronization is what happens when your internal state, your thoughts, your beliefs, your intentions aligns perfectly with your chosen direction. When that internal alignment is strong and clear, reality begins to adjust itself to match it. Now, this doesn't happen instantly. It's not like flipping a switch and suddenly your dream life appears. And it's not effortless. It still requires you to take action, but the shift is unmistakable. You'll start to feel a flow, a sense of momentum, as if the wind is at your back instead of in your face. This brings us to a beautiful paradox. Creator mode is not about forcing outcomes. It's not about gritting your teeth and trying to bend the world to your will through sheer effort. In fact, that's the old way of thinking. This new approach is about shaping your intention with absolute clarity and then releasing your tight-fisted control over how it unfolds. It's a three-step dance. First, you get crystal clear on your why. Why are you creating this? What is the deeper purpose behind your goal? Second, you take inspired action. This isn't just busy work. It's the next logical step that feels right, that pulls you forward. And third, you release your attachment to the specific outcome. You trust that the universe, now synchronized with your intention, will deliver the best possible result, which may be even better than what you originally imagined. Think about it. When you try to force something, what happens? You create resistance. Pushing against a closed door only makes it harder to open. But when you operate from alignment, you create momentum. You're not pushing the river. You're flowing with it, guiding your raft with gentle, intentional movements. Finally, we need to talk about why your motivation matters more than your desire. The universe doesn't respond to our ego-driven wants. It doesn't care if you want a fancy car to impress your neighbors, or a promotion to prove your worth to your parents. That kind of energy is incoherent. It's small and self-serving. The universe, or reality, or whatever you want to call it, responds to coherence. It responds to expansive energy. When your desire to create something comes from a place of fear, fear of not having enough, fear of being left behind, the energy collapses inward. When it comes from comparison, trying to keep up with someone else, the energy is unstable. When it comes from a need to prove something, it's brittle. But when your creation comes from a place of genuine purpose, from a desire to contribute, from an authentic alignment with your deepest values, the energy expands outward. And here's the key. The larger the benefit of your creation extends beyond yourself, the stronger the response from the universe. When you aim to create something that helps your family, your community, or even the world, you tap into a much larger field of energy. You're no longer just one person trying to make something happen. You become a channel for something much bigger to emerge through you. This is the ultimate expression of creator mode, not just shaping your own reality, but becoming a co-creator of a better reality for everyone. Thank you for watching, and if this resonated with you, please like and subscribe for more. Did you know the universe doesn't shout, it whispers? And most of us miss the message entirely, because our own minds are just too loud. Think about the last time you had a gut feeling, a sudden quiet idea that seemed to come from nowhere. That's the universe talking. But we're so busy, so distracted, that these quiet signals get drowned out by the noise of our daily lives, our worries, and our to-do lists. What if I told you there's a way to tune into that frequency, to hear those whispers clearly? It's not about some mystical power. It's about accessing a guidance system you were born with. This isn't about getting loud, booming commands from the sky. True guidance is much more subtle. It arrives as a quiet thought that pops into your head while you're washing dishes. It's a gentle internal nudge to call an old friend. It's that subtle impulse to take a different route home for no logical reason at all. This guidance speaks in the silent spaces between your thoughts, not through the chaos of your emotional highs and lows. To tap into this, we need to enter what I call creator mode. And creator mode requires one essential, non-negotiable practice: silence. I know, I know. Silence can feel uncomfortable, even intimidating in our hyper-connected world. We're used to constant stimulation, podcasts, music, notifications. But it's in the quiet where the magic happens. When you intentionally slow down your mind, something incredible occurs. Space appears. And in that newfound space, your intuition, that quiet inner voice, finally becomes audible. You start to hear the whispers. This doesn't mean you have to sit cross-legged on a mountain for hours. It can be as simple as 5 minutes of conscious breathing before you start your day. It could be a walk in nature without your phone, or just sitting still in a quiet room without any distractions. The specific method you choose matters far less than the result you achieve. A state of pure presence. When you are fully present, you are open, you are receptive, you are ready to receive. Now, here's the tricky part. Most people actually receive intuitive guidance all the time. The problem isn't the receiving, it's the trusting. An intuitive hit arrives, and what do? We immediately dismiss it. We label it a coincidence, just our imagination running wild, or a completely irrational thought. We tell ourselves, that's silly, I can't do that. Our logical brain kicks in, demanding proof, data, and a guaranteed outcome before we take a single step. And in that process of overthinking, the delicate, quiet signal of intuition gets sabotaged. It's like receiving a beautiful, fragile gift and immediately crushing it because you can't figure out how it works. Creator mode requires a different kind of currency. It requires courage. The courage to trust the guidance before the evidence appears. It's about taking that first step based on a feeling, a knowing, rather than waiting for a permission slip from your rational mind. So, how can you tell the difference between true guidance and the voice of fear? There's a distinct signature to each. Real, authentic guidance feels calm. It feels expansive, like a door opening. It carries a quiet, unshakable confidence, even if the instructions seem scary or illogical. It doesn't scream for attention, it's just there, solid and peaceful. On the other hand, fear-based thoughts feel completely different. They feel heavy, constricting, like walls closing in. They are often urgent, loud, and panicky, shouting "what if" and painting worst-case scenarios. Your body is an incredible instrument for telling the difference. Pay attention to its physical reaction. When you consider an intuitive idea, does your body feel a sense of lightness and openness, even if your mind is scared? Or does it feel tight, tense, and resistant? Your body often knows the truth long before your conscious mind catches up. Trust its wisdom. Sometimes the guidance you receive will directly challenge you. It might ask you to leave a situation that is comfortable but stagnant. It might nudge you to take a risk on a new project or relationship. It might whisper that it airs time to release your tight grip of control and just let things unfold. And as soon as that happens, guess who shows up to the party? Fear. Fear will tell you you're crazy. It will remind you of all the ways you could fail. It will beg you to stay safe, to stick with what you know. But here's a crucial reframe for anyone in creator mode. Fear is not a stop sign. In fact, fear often marks the exact threshold of your next big growth spurt. It's a signpost indicating that you are standing at the edge of your comfort zone, and just beyond it lies expansion. Avoiding that fear, turning back to what's familiar, is what keeps you small and stuck. Trusting the guidance and moving forward, even with fear in your passenger seat, is what allows you to evolve. This whole process isn't about passively waiting for your dream life to just fall into your lap. Creation is not a spectator sport. It's a dynamic dance with reality. It's an active collaboration. The steps are simple but profound. First, you listen. You create the silence needed to hear the whispers. Second, you trust. You honor the guidance you receive, even when it feels illogical. Third, you act. You take an inspired step, no matter how small, in the direction of that guidance. And then, the universe responds. It will send you a sign, a resource, a new person, or an unexpected opportunity. Your job, then, is to pay attention and adjust your course based on this new feedback. Then you act again, and the universe responds again. It's a constant, flowing exchange. This isn't luck. This is co-creation. You are in a partnership with the very force that shapes worlds. So, let's bring this all together. You've now learned how to quiet your mind, how to recognize the whispers of intuition, and how to differentiate them from the shouts of fear. You understand that this is an active dance, not a passive waiting game. You have, in essence, entered creator mode. The only thing left now is choice. So I have one final question for you. What kind of life are you willing to create now that you know you are not separate from the force that is shaping it? Now that you know you have a direct line to its wisdom? Because from this moment forward, the responsibility and, more importantly, the power are all yours. What will you do with it? Thanks so much for watching. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments what your biggest takeaway was. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on how to consciously create your reality. See you in the next one. If you're still here watching my videos, I want to say something simple. Thank you. In a world of endless noise and distractions, the fact that you choose to spend your time here means more than you can imagine. It means you're one of those rare people who wants to go deeper, question reality, and look inside yourself, not just outside. I'm honestly happy that there are people who share these interests, these questions, this search for meaning. So if you feel this space resonates with you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who might need it. Your support helps this content reach more people who are also quietly searching. Thank you for being here, really.